names of roads that their variation were more than the cost, the initial cost of the project. Who award a contract and say that, okay, this contract is 10 cities, go and do it. Then the person will come that I have brought a variation or that which is the same as 10 cities or sometimes even 20 cities, making 30 cities. Does that make sense?
And finally, the National Democratic Congress has said they will introduce an Employment Act which will provide a comprehensive framework for job creation and labor market statistics when they are voted back into office. According to National Communication of the party, Samik Jemfi, this is in line with the party's commitment to ending unemployment in the country. Speaking at the weekly press briefings in Accra, Samik Jemfi said the goal of the next NDC government is to create shared prosperity for all and not a select few by creating enough sustainable jobs that pay well enough. Those were details of our headline stories. Let's now join Godwin Nambo for detailed analysis of these stories and more.
Thank you for that, F.Y. Evans Chenery. When we return from the break, we'll be going straight into our stories. Stay with us.
Hello viewers, I'm feeling very frustrated and bored in Sambulai. I'm very happy. If you don't understand, don't worry, because myself, I don't understand. In this addition, Vodafone Ghana has now made it possible to send money from Vodafone Cash to all network free. We will cross over to our senior reporter for more details.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm standing in front downtown. You know, I'm learning to make a vlog. I'm not funny as you said. Vodafone, I'm not quite said. Ultimate Senesika to Topia, Emily to Topia, Echo all the network. I will check couple with TC Montezo. Diamond Falcon.
Fifia, Matendo says, don't you put on charges, Manome? Bro, charges on your wumlo, and the harmonium. A beer says, do the charges or Clandan.
Hanning and you may fairly no me. Isen America charges me no charges I met J. Naka charges say when we know money cafe ni BP. Oh, and if oh,
for me, I do a lot of online transactions. I guess here. See, the excitement for me is that I get to save a lot on Vodafone Cash.
Please put me down.
I'm so excited. I can now send money to all networks without any charges.
Me ye jediniba. Abribia sese me chia madwuma ye foka no. Sika me chia se charges no. Edoso dodo. Nanso say die. Me da Vodafone Cash ase.
Sending money on Vodafone Cash to all networks is now free. Send any amount of money as many times as you like to all networks for free. Dial *110# now to send money.
Any amount for Masumo. Video 2. Put him in car. And yeah, we saw mommy.
This is the red news. Apologize.
The future is exciting. Ready?
Welcome back to MX24 News, coming to you live from the Silicon Square here in East Legon. Now, going straight into our first big story tonight. The leadership of Parliament were earlier on in a crunch meeting today to decide the fate of the Member of Parliament for Mena in the Ashanti region, Andrew Amaku Esiama. Now, he's decided to contest the 2020 election as an independent candidate. So the NPP has served the leadership of Parliament with a letter insisting that Mr. Amaku Esiama must be expelled because he violated Article 97 Clause 1G of the 1992 Constitution, which reads Let me quote that for you. It says that a member of parliament shall vacate his seat in parliament if he leaves the party of which he was a member at the time of his election to parliament to join another party or seeks to remain in parliament as an independent member. The NPP also insists that by virtue of that decision, the member of parliament for Menam has decided to leave his seat and he's no longer a member of the party. We'll be joined on the line, or we've been joined by on the line by Nana Obi-Boying, Nana B, who will be speaking with us. Obi-Boying, are you on the line, please?
Yes, please, Baba.
Thank you for joining us. Obi, was there no other way the party could have gone about this particular issue?
Interesting. I mean, let me start with the definition of a political party. Whether it is the Aristotelian definition of a political party or the St. Augustine's definition of a political party or the Makoke's definition, if you read his book, definition of a political party, or the contemporary terms, Quesidone's definition of political party, there is a common thread, meaning a group of people coming together, fighting for the political leadership with the view of implementing their political views. And that the political party has its do's and don'ts. The rules are there. So if you decide to join the New Patriotic Party, these are the rules.
Okay.
If you want to join,
hello, Nana. Hello, Nana, can you hear me? Nana? We seem to be having some issues with Nana's line. We also have Seth Odro on the line, who is a personal aide for the embattled member of parliament for Mena. Seth, are you on the line?
Yes, please, I'm here.
Yes, Seth. Nana was talking earlier. I wish we could have him back on the line so we could have the discussion. But Seth, before we bring Nana Obi-Boying back to the line, what really is Amakwe Siama's issue with the party?
Thank you very much. Good evening to your viewers. My brother, Formula constituency has been one man's business since the year 2012. There have been no elections. The chairman of the constituency has been selecting people and then making albums on his own. From polling stations to electoral areas to constituency to the PC that the party is saying that they are battling. There was no elections done. The album which they were going to use for the primaries were changed 3 times by this term. And the matter was, Nanado set up a committee, that the committee should see to it that the issue is stopped. So there was a 5-member committee made up of the former national chairman of the party, Honorable Peter McMenu, and then also the secretary to the committee was the director of elections, Honorable Ivan Nimakon, and then regional rep, Ashanti regional rep then was Honorable Esentre, because Shemaun to me has traveled to the UK. And then they came to the agreement that upon the 3 albums that we have at the party office, that is the national party office, one of them, they settled on one of them that was the one they were going to use for the primaries. Then 2 months to the election, 2 months to the primaries, then the album was changed once again. When lawyer Andrew Setiama confronted Wuntumi about the change, Wuntumi told the lawyer Andrew Setiama that he is the governor of Ashanti region, and issues pertaining to Ashanti region cannot be settled in Accra. So he's going to settle that case himself. My brother, nothing has done since then.
Okay, hold
So
on.
during the primary-
Seth, hold on. And Nana Obi Ibrahim is on the line. He's listening to you. Nothing has been done since then. Nana, you heard him. Why has nothing been done? Apparently, the embattled MP made his grievances known, and nothing has been done since the time.
Come again.
Did you hear Seth Odro, the personal aide for the Fomena MP?
What did he say?
Well, to make it short, he said that the former MP or the member of parliament for Fomena made his grievances known, and yet nothing has been done by the party, especially after a five-member committee was established.
You are that one. You are talking about morality. This one, I am talking about legality. What he was talking about, he was only pontificating on morality. What I am talking about, I'm talking about legality. What is the legal position? The legal position is that once you filed as an independent candidate, legally you cease to be a member of the New Patriotic Party. As to whether he lodged a complaint to the Constituency Discipline Committee, the regional executives, the national executives, that one is a moral or the political issue. What I am addressing the whole world this evening is a legal issue, the legal implication, the legal ramification of having filed as an independent candidate. That's the legal consequences or the legal ramification.
Of course.
The legal ramification is that having filed as an independent candidate, by operation of law, you cease to be a member of the New Patriotic Party.
That's very true, Nana Obi Ibrahim. But as a party, like you explained in the beginning, you are defining what a political party is. I believe, even morally, it's a family that have come together to decide to pursue a particular cause. So if one person has a problem, don't you think before legal issues, it should be settled morally?
Yeah, well, that is neither here nor there. The issue at stake is that in law, legally, if somebody is a member of a political party and then he files as an independent candidate, what is the legal ramification? The legal ramification is that by operation of law, he ceases to be a member of the party. As to whether he lodged a complaint or he didn't lodge a complaint, he went to the general secretary, he went to Nana Obi Ibrahim, he appeared before the president. That is neither here nor there. We are talking about the legal issues. That is the point I'm driving towards. So perhaps, you see, the special aid maybe has not appreciated the legal consequences of filing as an independent candidate. I am not interested in a complaint being lodged to the regional executives. That one, even if I'll be particular, it will be a different thing altogether. But the issue at stake now is that having filed as an independent candidate, what is the legal position? The legal position is that by operation of law, he ceased to be a member of the New Patriotic Party.
That's okay. Before you leave us, Nana Obi Ibrahim, are you confident of the party winning the seat in Fomena come December 7th?
Look. The candidate who has filed as an independent candidate is a very good friend of mine. In fact, there was a point in time I was handling the Fomena case when they went for the primaries, Kumasi High Court. When the chairman Kwasinti was cited for contempt, I was handling it. So I know a lot of some of these cases. As I'm talking to you now, I'm in Kumasi. I am preparing an affidavit in opposition in respect of an application for injunction filed by Manas. Which is coming on before the Court of Appeal. Tonight I am coming to Accra. Tomorrow I'll be going to Akropong to do it. Somebody has sued the MPP and the Kuya. I am handling most of these cases. So I am not comfortable with members of the party who have decided to go.
Right, right, and understood. That's fine. And then Seth, before you go, if you're still on the line, what is your last reaction towards this? Are you guys confident of winning as an independent candidate? Quickly, briefly, please.
My brother, for any entity to fight for change, that entity must be resilient, firm, and resolute, and above all, focused. We are not concerned about what the party executives are saying. Moving on. We are moving on.
Okay, Seth Odro, thank you very much. We wish you guys all the best. Wishing you the best. Thank you for joining us. Thank you.
Listen, will you let me quickly just give a piece of advice?
We lost. We are done with Seth Odro, who is the personal aide of embattled Member of Parliament for Mena, and Nana Obri Boahin, who joined us on the line. Now, moving on to our next story. Sports betting has become a global phenomenon. Now, sports lovers all over the world bet using various platforms in the hopes of winning some big money. Now, people have won so much through sports betting. I think the highest so far will be about 1.2 million US dollars. Now, like many other companies, sports betting companies or betting companies employ the services of celebrities to market and advertise their products in the hopes of raking some money, you know. And the Gaming Commission of Ghana has brought a directive instructing betting companies not to employ the services of celebrities because of their large following. Before this, the FDA earlier on in February also brought out a directive instructing alcoholic beverage companies to not use celebrities as brand ambassadors or for advertisement because they have such huge following and could be influencing the youth. BetPlanet, which is the biggest sports betting company in Ghana, employed the services of Wendy Shea, Salma Muming, a lot of celebrities in Ghana, actors, musicians, and all that. Now, following this, Wendy Shea brought out a statement on Twitter. She's very angry. She's not happy with the directive from the Gaming Commission. Now, before we go into that story, here is Shatawale's reaction on social media earlier today. All right, so we'll be speaking on the phone with comedian Waris, who is also a comedian here in Accra. Hello, Waris. Waris, can you hear me, please? Waris, can you hear me? We seem to be having some challenges with comedian Waris. We'll get back to comedian Waris shortly. Also, who will be joining us is Madame Maria from the Foods and Drugs Authority. But before we get them on the line, Ifwa,
yes,
what do you think about this?
Interesting. But was that they give the reason that is going to lure the younger fans toward gambling? That's the only reason they gave?
Into alcoholism.
Yeah, but they also need business today.
Absolutely. So that's the conversation
we'll be checking out some of the tweets that came in earlier.
All right.
We saw a few of them. A few of them have been tweeting. So we'll check that out later. After the conversation with them. Oh. Yes. So we can. So we can check out some of the tweets. Let's start from comedian Waris. That's the one you're trying to get through to. Yes, he says that. Truth, I lost my Guinness deal because of FDA rules placed on public figures. Charlie, we need to do something. This is too much.
Any more comments?
No, we'll try and get some more comments. But I think we have comedian Waris on the line, don't we?
We have Madame Maria Lovelace Johnson from the Foods and Drugs Authority on the line who will be joining us. Hello, Madame Maria.
Hello.
Yes, good evening, madam, and thank you for joining us.
Good evening, sir.
Madam, aside for the fact that these celebrities with huge following may be bad influence, quote and unquote, on the youth. What else influenced the decision by the FDA to instruct alcoholic beverage companies not to use these celebrities as brand ambassadors?
Well, thank you very much, Sir, for the question. Well, we do have a clause in our guidelines. It has been there all along, and it says that the well-known personalities and celebrities are not allowed to do advertisements for alcoholic beverages. And the rationale behind this is that, you know, the youth really admire celebrities. We have people who see celebrities. I mean, you bear with me if I say that Autofesta, something as really not nice as the Autofesta way of wearing trousers, became a fashion. And it's only because a well-known personality was involved in it or did that. These people just follow things blindly, even when they are not right. So that is why we do not want celebrities or well-known personalities to advertise alcohol. They may be advertising the alcoholic beverages just for commercial purposes. They may not be drinking this themselves, which is actually the case. Most of the time, that is the case. They do not even take the alcohol themselves. But in the advertisement, it is portrayed that they are drinking or taking the alcohol. And the children or the youth are led astray. So we have it explicitly stated in the section 3.2.10 of our guidelines that no well-known personality or professional shall be
allowed to
in alcoholic
right. Madam Maria, please stay on the line for us. Comedian is back on the line. Waris.
Hello?
Yes, Waris, can you hear me?
Yes.
Now,
Yes,
first of all, Waris, you openly threw your support behind Wendy Shea when she tweeted. We want to ask you why you support her. Is it because she's a celebrity?
Pardon?
Waris, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm
yes, I'm asking that you threw your support behind what's the name, Wendy Shea, by saying truth. You lost your Guinness deal because of FDA rules. Now, is that why you're throwing your support behind Wendy Shea, or you wholly agree with her?
I mean, I agree with Wendy Shea for whatever she's doing on social media is the thing, you know. Yeah, because that has been a thing that is happening to us. What has the media been doing to support us or to fight for us? Because if they are saying the public is maybe consuming alcohol because people are endorsing it, people are doing testing because the public is we are endorsing it because people are also following it and all that. I don't think it's true.
Okay, quickly, briefly, Waris, briefly, could you tell us how you lost the deal, how much the deal was, and how you lost it?
Well, I can't tell you how much it was, but I've lost the deal because there's a ban on public figures. I mean, it's not when we say there's a ban, it's not actually about celebrities. I mean, who are celebrities? But it's public figures. So every public figure starts out to have a kind of following, whether a performing artist or a singing artist or any other thing, or influencer. They're not supposed to promote anything like betting or any other thing. So
okay,
I had a Guinness deal last year.
And you lost it. So sorry for your loss. And we know that during this COVID-19 period, you probably would have loved to use that money for something very good. Sorry about that.
I could even use it to donate to people who were in need. Because we were online during COVID. I actually spent my time social media. I spent 5,000 dollars on people by giving it to them on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, everywhere. So telling us that people follow us to do what we do, I don't agree.
This conversation will be had holistically. Whereas we are out of time, we will have this conversation again with Madame Maria later on. But let's move on to some of the comments still on social media.
So we already read Comedian Warris's. And then J to the G, he says that I guess some people don't know what gambling and alcohol addiction can do to people. So this is your message to the youth. You have to set example for the youth. Maybe, well, I'm taking side with the FDA and Gaming Commission. We shall meet in court when they wake up. And if you're your favorite female musician, if you, he says that we must come together as Ghanaian artists and create tips. It does not only affect musicians. I'm with you. Ghana, wake up. Isaac Ni Ayikwe Mate, which system do you want to fight? Make good music and sell your brand and stop behaving as if you really only on the money you get from advertising. Yeah, so those were the comments on Twitter. Godwin?
Very interesting comments there indeed.
Yes, very interesting comments. Very interesting.
What do you think? Do you think that the government is, or the FDA and the Gaming Commission is stifling these guys from making some good money, especially in these times?
Well, my opinion do not really matter here, you know, because I mean they know why they are saying that. So I don't think I can comment on that.
Well,
you know. Yeah,
right.
really.
You're still watching MX24 News. When we return from the break, we continue.
They say it's the little things that count. The things we shouldn't take for granted. Like being able to have a warm shower. Oh, how about some tea, my dear? And cooking with ease. How about being able to invite friends over so confidently? Sharing the food, just chilling over a few drinks, watching movies. It's just, what's the word? Comfortable. I could go on and on and on and on, but we both know what I'm driving at. It's life's affordable luxuries, and it's the heartbeat of every home. It's simple. It's NASCO. Bring home happiness.
Good food, good life.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Welcome back to MX24 News live from the Silicon Square here in East Legon, Accra. We're moving on with our stories now to the next big issue. Job creation has been one of the key discussions in almost every election campaign. In previous years, we heard of political parties promises with several interventions. In 2016, the New Patriotic Party promised a factory in every district. Almost 4 years later, they claim over 200 factories are at various stages of completion, with 76 fully operational and already employing some Ghanaians. NABCO was also another intervention by the New Patriotic Party's government to create jobs. YEA, GIDA, NYEP, among others, have all come up at one stage or another as key job creation interventions. This year, however, legalization of Okada seems to dominate the job creation discourse. The flag bearer of the opposition National Democratic Congress, NDC, John Dramani Mahama, who is seeking re-election, has promised as part of his target of creating 1 million jobs to legalize Okada, which was made illegal in 2012 during the Mills Mahama era. Now, in response, the NPP has said that instead of legalizing Okada, they will give motor riders car leases. They are also promising other employment avenues, which they haven't clearly stated. I've been joined on the line by Julian Mause-Kobna, who is a member of the NDC communication team. He'll be speaking with us. He's probably known as Askobik. Do I have Askobik on the line, please?
NDC's national campaign team, and I'm responsible for the NDC's manifesto agenda for youth development. I wanted to correct that.
Yes, sir.
And I also want to make you, for the purpose of your viewers and for yourself, the Youth Enterprise Agency is not a baby of the NDC. That was John Mahama TV.
Yes.
Passed into law in 2015.
Yes. Askobik, please hold on.
Hold
on, Askobik. I also have Richard Nyama on the line, who is a member of the NPP communication team. He'll be joining Askobik in this discussion. But first of all, my question goes to Julian Mause-Kobna, JM, as I affectionately call him. Nigeria, or Lagos, which was the biggest city that operated Okada in February, banned the business. Why is the NDC promising Ghana this at this time?
Out there, I don't think that legalizing Okada is one of the arch promises of the Mahama campaign 2020. Now, if we want to learn from our sister counties, we have to learn from the best. You're also aware that the Rwandan government had a revenue target of close to $1 billion from legalizing Okada usage. And so if you're going to learn from our sister country, you have to learn from them in a way that we use to better our systems in our country. So what John Mahama is saying is that we need to legalize the Okada users so that we can be able to regulate them properly and pass regulations that effectively protect those that use them, and also we can be able to generate revenue from them to support our national development agenda and also provide incentives for young people that don't engage in that field. It's just simple.
That's a good reason. That's a good reason, but let me, JM, please hold on. That's a good reason, but let me go to Richard Nyama and ask him the same question. Nyama, Okada has become a very easy means of transportation for many people, especially the masses. You don't think it's a good idea that the NDC is promising to create more jobs? Hello? Nana? Nana Asafoye, are you on the line? I'm sorry, I'll be speaking with Nana Asafoye instead, not Richard Nyama. Nana?
Richard Nyama on the line you are speaking. That's why I'm quiet. I thought Richard was also on the line.
No, I'm sorry. Forgive me for that. It's Nana Asafoye. Nana, sorry, the question goes to you.
Okay, thank you very much. First and foremost, I am a bit sad. A whole nation or a whole state, media house, we are spending time.
If you help me here,
Okada, whether to legalize it, the rationale behind it, and all that. As a developing country, I am sad. You see, I won't dispute the fact that one way or the other, Okada is useful. I agree. But you see, I am looking forward to a discussion where we look at elevating the standards, industrializing the country, creating much more secure, safe, sustainable, well-deserving jobs for our youth. Myself, my brother Julius, and other Ghanaian youth that matters for that matter. That is what I'm looking forward to. Why are we talking about Okada? Because we have problems with our transportation system. Because we have problems with planning our country. Because there are other prevailing issues we've not been able, between the NDC and the MPP that have had opportunity to govern this country for some time, we've not been able to solve that problem. That is why we are resolving to Okada. And that is why I am a bit sad that we are here at this point in time, 21st century. A whole political party is making noise about legalizing Okada. In any case, when you legalize Okada, what have you achieved? When you legalize Okada, you don't provide motorbikes for the people. I mean, the people personally goes out to buy their motorbikes and all that. What have you done? You've not achieved anything.
Right.
So, and let me tell you something.
Let
me tell you something. The NDC is promising 1 million jobs. The MPP already has created more than 1 million jobs.
Interesting.
It's created 2 million, 25,000, and 10 jobs. I can give you the breakdown if you want or if you have time. But you see, the point here is that if you are telling me that it is because our people do not have jobs, that is why you want to legalize something you made illegal, then there are other areas that is illegal, that because of jobs, our are engaging in them.
Okay.
So we need to go and legalize that one. Example is the prostitution.
Yes, Nana. Thank you.
Let me give you an example.
Nana, I think we get the point with what the NPP is trying to do, and Julian has also stated what the NDC is going to do with their legalization of Okada. Thank you so much for joining us on the line. We'll definitely reach out to you guys again. But right away, we're moving to Kwabena Ameya, who's standing by with the latest in the world of business. Kwabena, talk to me.
Of course, inflation dropped by 10.4%, and so we have some good outlook on our economy. And so we'll bring in details shortly. Yeah.
This is going to reflect in our money, in our pockets, I should
hopefully, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Take us away, bro.
Yeah. You're still watching MX24 News. It's time for business. My name is Kwabena Ameya. Now to our first story. Inflation dropped marginally by 0.1% in September 2020 to record a rate of 10.4%. According to data from the Ghana Statistical Service, minor drop was influenced by a reduction in prices of foodstuff. Month-on-month inflation between August 2020 and September 2020 was negative 0.2%. Food and non-alcoholic beverages, recorded a year-on-year inflation of 11.2%. Professor Samuel Kwabena Enim is government statistician.
From a long-run perspective, we compute the annual inflation, which gives us the year-on-year inflation, and from a shorter-term perspective, we compute the month-on-month change, which we call the monthly inflation, and this is granulated further to look at what happens across the 10 regions that we have and currently the 16 that we are yet to compute, and further do the granulation based on type of commodity and the source of the commodity, be it locally produced or imported items. Ladies and gentlemen, the highlights for September 2020, Consumer Price Index and rate of inflation. Year on year, that is comparing September 2019 with September 2020, inflation stood at 10.4%. This indicates a marginal drop of 0.1 percentage point from a year-on-year basis. That is, in August 2020, the year-on-year inflation rate was 10.5% and 10.4% year-on-year for September 2020. On a month-on-month basis, we record an inflation figure of 0.2%. This indicates a deflation of 0.2%. That is comparing.
Now let's do some more stories. The Public Utilities Regulatory Commission has established a $150,000 test meter laboratory at its head office here in Accra. Now the facility is equipped with a state-of-the-art stationary test bench which can test up to maximum of 5 ECG meters simultaneously. Now speaking at the commissioning ceremony, Executive Secretary of PURC, Mami Dufi Ofori, indicated that the laboratory will enable the Commission to improve on its monitoring of service quality and also assess the integrity of meters used by utility providers.
You turn it, and then you turn it. Yes. And then press. Yes. So as you can see, this is the test bench itself. And then these are the meter positions. So you have meter position 1, meter position 2, 3, 4, and 5. Currently, you can see there is a meter here being tested. This is what we usually call the scanner head. It picks the pulses and then the rotation of the meter. And so, basically, this is what it is about the bench. These are movable. You can move them to fix the meter. And then you can adjust these scanner heads to fit the meter. This is also a meter. It's one of the most modern meters. It's very small and compact. It's a single-phase meter. That's a 3-phase meter. That's an electromechanical meter also. It's a single-phase meter. Now you see.
Now let's take a look at the performance of the cedi against the major trading currencies. Now, at the close of business day, the US dollar was selling at 5.7. Again, within that same figure, enjoying some relative stability for the month of October. Also, the pound sterling now at 7.3, buying at 7.38 and selling at 7.3 now. The Japanese yen with 0.04, also enjoying some stability there. Now, let's take a look at the commodities markets. And cocoa industry witnessing some positive news there with a plus 1.00 gain. Now, a metric ton of cocoa selling at $2,382 per metric ton. Also, gold prices also witnessing an increase of 9.56 sterling at $1,900. Also, crude industry also enjoying some gains there. So yes, for the investors and the market share people, this is the figures you can rely on for your daily transaction. That's it for today's edition of MS Business. My name is Kwabena Amiao. Godwin continues.
Kwabena Amiao, inflation dropped to 10.8% in September, and still the dollar 10.4.
Yeah,
and still the dollar is selling at 5.7. I don't understand. But let's move on. Benedict Owusu is standing by with the latest on sports.
Opinions are like onions. Everybody has one.
Abortion is a no-no. As a human being, you must take responsibility for all your actions and inactions. Your misjudgment shouldn't be enough grounds to take a life.
No. I disagree with you because look, if you do not legalize it, people will go to quack protests anyway who might end up not just kill the baby but the mother as well.
Why should I waste my time joining a long queue under the hot sun to vote for a political party knowing very well that nothing would be achieved at the end of the day?
Something will be achieved. It's your civic responsibility to turn out to vote. Vote and vote for a good leader.
Governments need to cater to every graduate, diversify the economy, invest in other sectors.
But the government cannot do it all. That is why we need the youth to take up the mantle and set up their own businesses. That is how we will create economic viability.
Here on Opposing Views, we take your views, my views, and the views of the experts and put them in the right context for you, our discerning viewers.
Well, you're still watching MX24 News. My name is Benedict Owusu. Time to update you on the world of sports. Now, Black Stars coach CK Akonoye says the recent 2 international friendlies has given him an idea of what to do going forward. Now, CK's team lost to Mali before beating Qatar in Turkey some few days ago. And ahead of next month's Nations Cup double-header against Sudan, he's looking forward to building on the positives from the friendlies.
Very, very happy at least to have an idea of the players, what one can do and what cannot do, and of course, which positions the players will play and be effective in that sense, and also the system of play. And so it's giving me a clear idea of what to do in the coming future, in the near future, and it's a very good one, a very good exercise for us. For me, it was an exercise, exercise. This is my first chance to be with the team. Since I got a job because of COVID, we were not able to meet. It's been a frustrating moment for me, but again, I'm grateful to the FA to have organized this side for us. It was very, very important.
All right, so that was Black Stars coach Siki Akono speaking there. Now, away from that, let's do some boxing. And Amateur Boxing Federation President George Lamte is asking the Sports Ministry to support boxers who have already qualified for next year's Olympics. Now, Samuel Tichi and Suleimana Tete, who have both qualified for the Olympic Games, have resumed training for the very first time since March. George Lamte insists support from the Sports Ministry is crucial to their preparations.
This is the time the Sports Ministry should come on board. At least what the boxers will. I think with Ghana amateur boxing, the only problem that and the challenge that we face is how the boxers, what the boxers will eat, good nutrition food for. Yeah, it's only about they going to training, after coming back from training, what they will get to eat. So normally for amateur boxers, we don't spend much on them. Their daily bread, what they will eat after training, and what they will eat before training. The nutrient that they will get, yeah, that's all. So if the ministry can at least get a place for them to go and eat so that they can bear the cost, yeah, they will be fine. In the morning, if they give them breakfast, afternoon, lunch, yeah, especially for those two boxers that have qualified as at now, as we speak, from January, the ministry will liaise with the ministry. I will do some measures at times.
Well, away from the local scene, it's party time for the Arsenal fans because your new signing, Thomas Partey, wants to help the club win the English Premier League that you were used to winning. Well, you know he has already signed a £45 million deal and was unveiled yesterday. And the last time Arsenal won the English Championship was somewhere in 2003-2004, and they've won the English Championship for 13 times.
I think it's a great challenge. I want to experience new challenges, and also in a great family like us now, I think I'm ready to give it my all.
Again.
Oh,
just
wow.
So you know.
At least I have a brother here.
nice one. Now, Showbiz is up next with MF Chichi.
It's time for Showbiz now, and I am MF Chichi. Let's begin with actress and television host Sally Gali. She has rained curses on an Instagram user for calling her childless. The wife of Prayer, who couldn't hold back her pain, dared God to hear her cry and bring misfortunes to the Instagram user. According to Sally, the young lady had earlier written a similar comment under one of her posts, but this time she couldn't ignore. Some social media users are reacting to the post and also asking the lady to apologize to Sally. And this particular issue is also trending on Twitter. But now let's move to the movies. Eddie Murphy's Coming to America 2 is in the process of being sold to Amazon Prime at a whopping $125 million. The sequel focuses on Prince Akeem returning to America after he discovers his long-lost son in America, and it's set to hit the theaters in 18th December. It also features the likes of Michael Blackson, Davido, and others. Now, it's Wednesday, and of course, Woman Crush Wednesday. And today we are crushing on our beautiful, gorgeous actress, Nadia Buhari. Nadia was born on 21st November 1982 in Sekondi Takrady. She attended the Fantipim Girls Secondary School and studied performing arts at the University of Ghana. Her major film was Mommy's Daughter.